They haven't.
So
well,
there are many discussions that have to take place before the library comes to consensus and comes and talks to the council about the cuts that Mr. Cody, Mr. Califoot, and Ms. Cresciveni have proposed for the council to discuss. So we really haven't been part of the discussion, and sounds like now the trustees don't even know everything that's going on.
As you know, there's a trustees meeting for the 17th of February. It was set to have 5 days after the
13th, I believe. It's right after the
whatever day it is.
Yeah.
And
Friday. Got moved.
The administration is trying to prepare for what this kind of proposed budget is.
Correct.
And unless there's some recognition from the council, at least some encouragement, that this draconian budget of cutting them to the statutory minimum is something that's flexible, that they can work with, you're going to have firings, you can have closings. And once you close the library for particular hours, you can't open them again. People who need those services can't come back. People who are out of work who want to use those computers can't come there. The mothers who want to bring their kids in the morning for reading groups, they can't come back. They miss those hours. The students who want to come in the afternoon, well, they'll be there because you're not going to close afternoon hours. It means weekend hours are closing. You're keeping people who are working can't come after work to pick up books to use any of the programs. So you're cutting now. The library doesn't, by presenting this budget and without going further and giving some encouragement to the library that there's more money available to them and that you're not taking them down 15% while you're not cutting anybody. There's another minus over here except the sale of property, because it's not a real expense. You're increasing everybody. And you don't even see in here, you know, we can talk about, you say that this is mandated, you have unions. I don't see a line here that shows what's union, what's not union. I mean, this budget doesn't really provide the information which you're asking for. The library doesn't have a union, so the people are getting together and they're getting cut. And
I think you're making gross assumptions, first of all, about the library. And from a point of view of just a couple of people that are on the personnel committee that have spoken to me, they have offered some very common sense things that are proposed to be cut that frankly probably should have never been there as policies in the first place.
Are there hours?
No, I think it's stipends for hours not worked that are being paid. But
and how much does that come to? I mean, let's get into
no, I'm not going to get into this. I am not going to get into this argument with you.
Yeah.
The budget will be presented by the library board. The requests will be made. As you were there at the trustees meeting. I said this is a budget the council has not seen. You have an opportunity to make your case to the mayor and council. This is the recommendation that's coming from the administrator, from the chief financial officer, and from the personnel officer of what the costs are going to be, the reality, and what they are recommending in the budget. The library board has an opportunity to make its case. The library board also has the opportunity to make the cuts that need to be made in these times and to make a fair assessment from both sides. The council, as the you know, because you presented the petition that's going around, asks very fairly to ask the council to make a fair decision. And that's all we ever do in weighing all the departments. There are no department favorites. There are no ones that are looked askance at. We make an assessment based on the pool of money that's available, what we have to spend, and the services that need to be provided. And that's what each department makes its case for. And the library has that equal opportunity to do so.
Again, this budget just simply is based upon a statutory number for the library. It doesn't have there hasn't been discussion of what this reduction will do to library services. And I know Mr. Cody you haven't had that discussion as to how many hours would have to be cut or what happens. You recognize you haven't had that discussion with the library, have you?
Yes, I have.
In terms of hours, just other than generally, is it going to mean cutting hours?
I'm not the decision maker. I met with the director and your treasurer probably 7 or 8 times on this budget.
But there hasn't been discussion as to what this will do to their budget by cutting it back?
I mean,
what this will do to their services?
They've shared their concerns, yes. Okay. But I'm not the decision maker for their budget.
The other thing that this council will consider at the next council meeting is there is a bill in, as you're aware, to cut the mill rate from 1/3 to 1/6, which would obviously really devastate many libraries. It's meant for municipalities that don't have year-round services like we do. And there will be a resolution on opposing that bill. So we want to show our support for the library, and certainly what we're statutorily mandated to do.
Well, let me ask
At
you
the
this.
correct level.
If you had no requirement to fund it, how do you view the library? Is the library an important service to this town that needs to be funded as to its needs relative to other services? Or is it something that when you say it's cutting, if the legislature permits you to cut to 1/6, you cut the budget in half?
Well, that's what we don't want to do. We are going to show we are opposed to, which is what the legislature seems to be suggesting and the League of Municipalities is suggesting. But we have always been extremely generous, particularly in the previous 5 years, overly generous to the library as far as capital improvements and technology, well and above what we've done in the years prior to that.
Capital improvements, the town, the borough owns that property, so that if there's a swale and that needs to be fixed and someone falls in
And that is being done.
Yes, but to talk about being overly generous about improving and keeping in repair your own property is sort of switching.
I think we're, just a quick, to reinforce that the faces have changed a little bit here, but not drastically over the years. And as has been pointed out, it's been funded above the minimum because we always want to do the best possible for the town. This is a very difficult year. This is a process, as the mayor has outlined, we go through over the next month and a half, reviewing every budget. As Mr. Dunham pointed out, the 10% mark we're at right now is something I can't go forward with, so we've got to make some tough decisions. So we appreciate your input and everyone else's input in this process. Sometimes I wish I was sitting home watching American Idol right now, but no, I've agreed to come.
No, you don't.
I don't. But I've agreed to sit here to help sort through all this, and I take this job very seriously, and I believe in the library a lot, just as all my colleagues do. So thank you for your.
Can we see that document you have in front of you?
So I appreciate your input.
Thank you very much, and I hope you consider the library's needs. And again, can I ask that, can the council itself decide to release that document?
No, this is a deliberative document
But
to the
It has
council.
the right to release it if it would like to, and I'm going to ask the council.
But the mayor has described the process to you, and the mayor has described the process to you, and you will get it at some point when we reach that point in the process.
Thank you.
We're not there yet. I have a question, though, on the library issue